Time for Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero. When it comes to news on 95.1 FM, weather always comes first. Rain will gradually diminish across the mid-Atlantic and New England as Ophelia remnants slowly move offshore. A powerful system is bringing heavy rain and a wintry mix at higher elevations and gusty winds to the northwest. A lingering front in the south and upper level system in the upper Midwest could also produce strong thunderstorms with locally heavy rain. Closer to home, moisture increases today with the potential for scattered showers and storms across the area. Best chances will exist for either Hudspeth and Otero counties. Now there's a chance that some of those storms could be strong, perhaps even a few severe. We'll have another look at the weather following this news. Yesterday, around 2:30 in the afternoon, officers with the Alamogordo Police Department responded to the 3000 block of North Florida Avenue at Hang Glider Park in reference to a disturbance, and one subject had been shot. Officers and investigators arrived shortly to find a 42-year-old male suffering from multiple gunshot wounds. Officers and investigators additionally located another male subject claiming to be the shooter. Officers rendered aid on scene prior to having AMR transport the 42-year-old male to Gerald Champion Regional Medical Center. The male subject, identified as Joseph Romo, later succumbed to his injuries. The major crime unit, comprised of investigators with the Alamogordo Police Department, Otero County Sheriff's Office, the 12th Judicial District Attorney's Office, Lincoln County Sheriff's Office, and Ruidoso Police Department, have assumed the investigation. The investigation is active and remains ongoing at this time. Former County Commissioner Coy Griffin goes to court today on the infamous squatter scandal. I spoke with Griffin last night.
I guess it's to schedule a trial, possibly, is what I'm requesting, is another jury trial. I hope it doesn't go to that extent, Anthony. The judge that's residing over the case is from Roosevelt County, and the DA that's prosecuting me is from Hidalgo County. But yet, I'm being charged by Otero County, so a lot of things don't make sense. You know, if the DA from Hidalgo County or the judge from Roosevelt County want to go to a jury trial in Otero County, then I say, we'll see what the people say. I don't want it to go to that extent, but I didn't want to get thrown in jail for 3 days by David Black and the Otero County Sheriff's Department either.
Court is today. The entire interview has been posted on the station YouTube channel. J.P. Barella spoke with us yesterday on the upcoming Republican Party of Otero County meeting happening Thursday.
Thursday, September 28th at 6 p.m., we will be having our monthly meeting for the Otero County GOP, which we have our Republican candidate that we're interested in involving their party to help them. There is a few other Republicans out there, but they did not seem to, they want to do it on their own, and that's fine. You know, it's a free world, and good luck. But we have candidates out of Tularosa, we have candidates out of Cloudcroft, and we have candidates in Alamogordo, and we're there to support our party candidates and help them get elected.
You can hear the interview in its entirety on the Crazy Radio KALH YouTube channel. Josh Beasley speaks on the upcoming Thule Group meeting.
I want to extend to you an invitation for you to join us at Casa de Sueños on October 5th. At 5 p.m., where you can meet all of your Republican candidates for the Tularosa offices. We're having a meet and greet forum. We're having our mayoral candidates. We're having our school board candidates, our councilor candidates. All of our Republican candidates are going to be there for you to ask them the tough questions, to get to know them.
Listen to the message in its entirety on the Crazy KALH Radio YouTube channel. Rusty Helton wants to take a moment to thank the Keep Tularosa Beautiful volunteers for a job well done this past weekend.
We had a cleanup on last Saturday and had a fantastic turnout. Over 33 people showed up. We picked up 113 bags of trash and really made a difference in the way Tularosa looks.
You can check out that message in its entirety on our YouTube channel. As a reminder, we're just about a month away from the annual Zoo Boo at the Alameda Park Zoo. That's happening on Saturday, October 28th from 9 until noon, and the event is free. Costume contest, trick-or-treating stations, fun run, and a whole lot more, plus candy.
Candy.
That's right, Garfield. Details are available on the City of Alamogordo Facebook page. The annual Veterans Day Parade is just around the corner.
We have contacted the Chamber of Commerce,
and the application form is on their website, and you can fill it out online and just, leave it with them, or you can download it and fax it to them, or you can drop it off at the Chamber of Commerce.
Richard McElderry speaking with Crazy Radio. Pastor Johnny Walker is under the weather, so we don't have a new introspection this week. But last week's was so good, and it had such a deep meaning that maybe we should listen to it one more time.
This is Johnny Walker with this week's introspection. Just giving you something to think about. As we approach the upcoming elections, I want to remind you of the power you hold within your hands, the power to shape the future of our great nation. Throughout this campaign season, candidates will vie for your support. Their promises will fill the air with hope, ambition, and determination. And while every vote counts, let us not forget the significance of our responsibility after the election. In these turbulent times, it is paramount that we elect leaders who not only seek our vote, but who will also take care of each and every one of you. Your voice, your dreams, and your aspirations should not vanish into the abyss once the cherished ballot has been cast. You are more than a vote. You are the heart and the soul of this community, the backbone of a democracy that thrives on your active engagement and the future that we are building together. Your vote matters, but do you? Too often, politicians come knocking on doors, shaking hands, and promising the world during election cycles, only to disappear once the victory is claimed. We must not allow this practice to continue. Hold those running for office accountable to the commitments they make. Prioritize their track record and integrity, and question their loyalty to your values, your hopes, and your dreams. Do not settle for mere rhetoric. Demand real change, real progress that will uplift all of us, not just a privileged few. Let us not be swayed by empty promises or short-term gain. Let us instead focus on the long-term impact and hold our leaders accountable. In the coming weeks and months, listen carefully, examine their plans, and judge them not only by their speeches, but by their actions and their commitment to the betterment of all Americans. Our vote, your vote, has the power to change lives, to uplift communities, and to fortify our nation. Together, we will build a future that surpasses the challenges we face. Together, we will ensure that the promises of yesterday become the realities of tomorrow. Together, we will prove that your vote was never taken lightly, but held with the utmost reverence and gratitude for the tremendous privilege it bestows upon us. Your vote matters, but do you? This is Johnny Walker. You can come and visit us at 3001 Thunder Road, Sunday mornings for worship at 10:30 a.m. Or you can just listen to us right here every Tuesday on Crazy Radio.
News from around the state in just a moment. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
AlamogordoTownNews.com is a locally owned website featuring local news matters from a local perspective that affects you, and we bring it to you directly. Plus, local sports, cultural arts, and events. Online, AlamogordoTownNews.com. Owned and operated by Second Life Media. We are Otero County.
Directory Plus is the right size book. It's the book if you need a phone book.
That's what just one person has to say about Directory Plus. With its red cover, features, colorful yellow pages, and lots more, it's no wonder people all over use Directory Plus.
It has so much more information. You can cross-check phone numbers or addresses or pretty much anything.
Look on the plus side, Directory Plus.
I'm a big fan of Directory Plus.
One person is dead after a plane crashed near the Truth or Consequences airport. State police report one single fatality. FAA is on site to investigate. No further information is available at this time. Edgewood voters will not be voting on the pro-life ordinance in November, a petition-driven initiative to overturn the ordinance, which the town commission approved back in April, will not appear on the local election ballot. Santa Fe County Clerk Catherine Clark informed Edgewood's town manager, Nina McCracken, in a letter that her office regards the issue as a non-binding advisory question, rendering it ineligible for the ballot. Do you remember the Juan de Oñate statue that was taken down after protests 3 years ago? Well, in just a couple of days, it's going to return to the public view in Espanola. Espanola Commission Chair Alex Naranjo spoke with KRQA.
What really irks me and bothers me is that we're listening to a few radicals that are trying to change a system that we've lived with for 400 years. And to me, that's very personal. It was there before. I mean, what am I going to do with that statue? What are we going to do with that statue?
And while Oñate is remembered as a key Spanish leader in New Mexico, others want to remember him as a brutal conqueror who massacred hundreds of Acoma Native Americans in the 1500s. Selena Montoya Garcia, as well as Luis Peña, spoke out at yesterday's protest.
Oñate is the direct symbol of slavery and murder.
They decided to get this statue that they had in hiding, build this pedestal, and now they're going to place it here as a show of their political power, I guess, from their perspective, but from my perspective, corruption. Naranjo
says he believes a majority of his constituents are on his side, and the statue is set to go up in front of the Rio Arriba County building Thursday. You know, nobody's perfect. Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone makes bad decisions. And everyone makes decisions they know are wrong, but do them anyway. But I kind of wonder, do these protesters realize what this land would be if it weren't for men such as Juan de Oñate?
It's a land of sweets and joy and joyness.
I give up. Those people are nuts. Born on this date in the year 1741 was Deacon William Brodie of Edinburgh, Scotland. You ever heard of him? Now, some of you may say no, but I bet you have. He was an 18th century tradesman and a respected church official by day, but at night he was a different man altogether. A gambler, a housebreaker, thief, and as part of his secret second life, he fathered 5 children by 2 mistresses. Now, some say when he was found guilty of his crimes, Brodie himself built the gallows which took his life. About a century later, author Robert Louis Stevenson took the story of Brodie, a man of great honor and respect by day and a deviant by night. Stevenson wrote the novella The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Deacon William Brodie of Edinburgh, born on this date in the year 1741. Sports and weather are next. This is Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.
They are role models and educators. Their work requires a great deal of time and energy for very little pay. Who are these unsung heroes?
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
The simple truth about education-based athletics in New Mexico is this. Without a committed team of coaches and administrators, they just wouldn't be possible. School sports, they bring out the best in all of us. This message presented by the New Mexico Activities Association and the New Mexico Athletic Directors Association.
Tensions are on the rise in the rivalry between New Mexico State University Aggies and the University of New Mexico Lobos following an alleged video surfacing of NMSU quarterback Diego Pavia urinating on the Lobo practice field. Ew! It happened sometime before the Aggies took on the Lobos during the rivalry game earlier this month. Both universities are now looking into the case. There are 41 matches for New Mexico volleyball today. Those games include Mescalero Apache at Loving, Oregon Mountain at Hobbs, Dexter at Capitan, Hot Springs at Chaparral, Redoso at Hatch, Centennial at Deming, and Silver at Tularosa. Wow! Go Lady Cats! There are 3 games for New Mexico football on Thursday. Those games include Oregon Mountain at Cloudcroft, as well as Carlsbad at Alamogordo. Go Wildcats! Your Crazy Radio spot-on weather forecast for the Tularosa Basin today calls for sunny skies with a 40% chance of showers and storms. Cloudy tonight with a 30% chance of showers and storms. Sunny tomorrow. Your high today in the basin, 87. Low tonight of 60. High tomorrow, 87 degrees. In Cloudcroft, mostly sunny skies today with a 70% chance of showers and storms. New rainfall amounts less than 1/10 of an inch expected. Mostly cloudy skies tonight with a 30% chance of showers and storms. Sunny tomorrow with a 20% chance of showers and storms. Your high today for Cloudcroft, 67. Low tonight, 45. High tomorrow, 66 degrees. Local breaking news can be found on our website, alamogordotownnews.com, and learn more about Crazy Radio by visiting KALHradio.org. We've also launched the Crazy KALH Radio YouTube channel, which features our daily newscasts, complete interviews, and other information which concerns everyone in the Tularosa Basin. We'd like to take a moment to thank those that have subscribed to our YouTube channel, and if you haven't done so already, we encourage you to please subscribe. That way you too can be notified whenever news breaks in the Tularosa Basin. That concludes today's edition of Alamogordo Town News on Crazy Radio. I'm Anthony Lucero.